is staying with the Suns after opting out of his player option. He reportedly agreed to a huge 4-year deal worth up to $120 million. Now, the deal will keep the 11-time All-Star in Phoenix until he is 40 years old. He's coming off a season where he averaged 16.4 points, 8.9 assists per game, and led the Suns to their first final appearance since 1993. So it seems like he got what he wanted. He has a young team that now has finals experience around him. They have an opportunity to get back if they learn from everything they went through last year, and it's a good deal for Chris.
Yeah, I mean, now it should be noted the fourth year is not guaranteed and the third year is a partial. So it's more $90 million than $120 million. He'd have to stay healthy and play a lot of games. But we said this yesterday on the show. It's a good fit. He's needed. He's valuable. He's bounced around this league for a long time. He makes everybody better. I think this is a great place. His maturity, his intelligence. Devin Booker is still refining his game. So is DeAndre Ayton. I think they went and got JaVale McGee yesterday, so they added some much-needed size to this team. So like in life, fit matters. I know we all just think you can just go anywhere, but as Nick Foles talked about 10 minutes ago, the right system, the right support. I mean, don't kid yourself. I love Brady, but it helps that Tampa's got a great GM and coach, and New England had a great coach and always a great defense. So I think Chris Paul fits perfectly with a mostly young Phoenix roster.
Yeah, he's a great leader over there. Let's move on to the Olympics because Simone Biles made her return to Olympic competition in the balance beam final, and she took home a bronze medal. Now, this is her 7th career Olympic medal, tying the record for most won by an American gymnast. After the event, she said it meant the world to her to be back out there competing and doing it for herself. And what I loved about this was how happy she looked. Just to get back out there and compete again after everything she dealt with her mental health, coming out publicly with the world watching and following, to be able to come back, compete, medal, be this happy. I mean, she's an icon, she's a role model, and she's just everything you hope a top athlete could be.
Well, she got what they call the twisties, which in gymnastics means
you lose
yourself,
like vertigo.
And it can be dangerous. In golf, there's a saying called the yips, when you can't chip. Like a great player, it's happened multiple times, can't chip. And it's like it's happened to David Duval and Ian Baker, like great Greg Norman. And so when you get that in gymnastics, it's dangerous. Right.
You could risk your life if you go out there. So congratulations to Simone Biles. Team USA is one step closer to winning gold in men's basketball. They started slow and were down by 10 in the first half of their matchup against Spain. But Kevin Durant was the difference maker once again, scoring a team-high 29 points to help his team overcome the sluggish start. Now, the United States went on to win 95-81. Next, they will face Australia in the semifinals on Thursday.
I don't like to criticize other networks, but NBC, you're making it hard to watch this team.
Yeah.
Like there's like 9 channels. I got to sign up for some of your streaming services. It's like, can I just watch the men's basketball team and swimming? That's the stuff I want to watch. Occasional boxing. No, listen, they're at this point, they haven't really put it all together against the quality team. Australia's another quality team.
Yeah.
But they're winning on talent. They are better now than they were a week ago, so that's what you can hope for.
And as you said, it's all about the momentum, and their momentum is trending up. So hopefully they win gold.
Yep. Alex with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
They're doing just fine. A lot of average guys made a lot of money. Some of it like head shaking, but good for them. I thought one team absolutely, unequivocally got better, the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat got veteran Kyle Lowry, who's good friends with Jimmy Butler. They added P.J. Tucker, stealing him from Milwaukee, weakening the Bucks. If you look at the top 7 guys right now who would play for them, Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, P.J. Tucker, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, I think. That's a pretty good roster. That's a viable Eastern Conference Finals contender with a great coach, Eric Spoelstra. So that team got better. And they weakened the Bucks. A lot of people think the Lakers got better, and I would say they got older and stranger. They now have 6 guys over 34. I'm fine with LeBron and AD and Westbrook. Westbrook's not my ideal player, but I'm fine with it. But the rest of it, it's an antique store. You can say what you want about Alex Caruso and Dennis Schroeder and KCP and Kyle Kuzma, but any Laker fan who looks in the mirror and is honest knows those guys made a lot of shots. And those are young legs, and they can play a lot of minutes. All right, Wayne Ellington and Dwight Howard can't. They lost 4 athletic young guys. Caruso's athletic. Schroeder's athletic. Kyle Kuzma drives you nuts, but he can make shots. So can KCP. They're all gone. I mean, you start looking at these guys the Lakers have, I swear to God. Let me read this. Dwight Howard, 7 different teams. Wayne Ellington, 9 teams. Trevor Ariza, 10. Kent Bazemore, 5. Westbrook, 4th team, 4 years. It's like, where's Francis McDormand? This is nomad land. And once again, a basketball team is saying, well, we'll just let LeBron figure it out. No, LeBron's in his 19th year, not his 9th. LeBron's at the point in his career where he should be building around a team that he can help make it work, not have to singularly make it work. You take LeBron off this roster, it's not a playoff team. AD and Westbrook and Trevor Ariza and the antique store is not a playoff team. So I think the Lakers here went a little too far in getting rid of all the young guys and getting a bunch of old guys. And everybody on Twitter is like, yeah, old guys work in the playoffs. Yeah, they do, but Drew Holiday for Milwaukee ain't that old. And Giannis ain't that old. And Chris Middleton wasn't that old. Milwaukee also had some youth, okay? Like, let's not kid ourselves. That Laker team that won in the bubble, yeah, they had LeBron and they had AD, but they had Kuzma and they had Caruso and they had KCP, who played very well in the bubble. I think the Lakers swung too far into nomad land, too far into the antique store of the NBA. Is that I understand LeBron is just tired of teaching guys how to play. But you cannot deny that Kuzma and Schroeder and Caruso and KCP, they may have been inconsistent. They made a lot of baskets, and they played a lot of minutes. And young players, when they get injured, they get back on the floor quickly. You bang knees now with Trevor Ariza and Wayne Ellington, they're on the injured list for a long time. There's a lot of miles on those tires. So the Miami Heat absolutely got better. The Lakers got older and stranger, and I thought they swung a little too far into the, hey, LeBron will just figure it out. No, that's not fair anymore. You can't ask LeBron to be super glue in year 19 and make everything stick together. That's not fair anymore. He's got to be part of what makes it work. A big part, a large component. You start looking up and down that roster, though, he is going to have to run the offense. There are nights he's going to have to guard the best guy. He's going to have to play 40 minutes. And I'm talking regular season. Forget playoffs. Because you know AD's not playing 82 games. You know that, right? And Westbrook's now had multiple knee surgeries. He's not giving you 82, although he'll play his butt off when he's on the floor. I thought they got too old. Too creaky. Alex for the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herd Line News.
Well, sticking with